I'm not going to talk about titles and thumbnails today because that's all things that you already know about. The 5 things that we're going to talk about are actually going to be rooms that I want you to visit. And these are 5 rooms that are a part of a framework the Lord gave me to kind of set up my life, right? So the first room I want you to visit is the prayer closet. And so in the prayer closet, and we're going to do the prayer closet and the word room at the same time. So in the prayer closet is where you pray, and the word room is where you pull out the Bible and check, what God said against the Bible to make sure that it's actually God you're hearing and not just your flesh or whatever. And so in the prayer closet, instead of going and asking, what's the most viral thing for me to try to upload, I want you to go to the prayer closet and say, Lord, what are you calling me to build? Lord, what are you calling me to speak? Lord, what are you calling me to do? Lord, who are you calling me to? Who do I need to be looking at right now? I want you to ask the Lord those questions, and as he begins to reveal answers to you, I want you to open up the word, and I want you to make sure that whatever he's speaking to you, that you can back it up with the word, because the Lord is never going to go against his word. After you come out of there, I want you to head to the nursery. And the nursery is where you figure out what the Lord has already birthed inside of you. So there is a dream that the Lord gave me several months ago or so that was about my pregnant cousin. And she wasn't pregnant in real life, but in this dream she was. And that dream really changed a lot of things for me. And that dream is actually inside of a freebie that I'm going to tell you about later in the video. Don't let me forget. I'll talk about that later in the video. But in the nursery, you figure out what are the dreams and callings in your life that are unique to you. So what is God calling you to do? What are some things that come easy to you? What are the things that you keep going back to, like you can't let go of it? It doesn't even seem like anything that can make you money because it's just so normal for you to do this. For me, it's building up resumes. The Lord explicitly told me to go and build resumes because I've been doing that on the side for over a decade. He said, okay, now I want you to make this a business. I want you to leave your 9-to-5 and I want you to make this into a business. And so that's what I'm building right now. What is it? There are other things that I love to do. For instance, I love to braid hair. I can braid hair really well. I've been doing that since 7th grade. But the Lord didn't call me to that. And another thing about braiding hair, it completely stresses me out sometimes. The Lord didn't call me to that. So just because you're good at something doesn't necessarily mean that God is calling you to that. That's why you go to the prayer closet and the word room first, and then you walk into the nursery. After the nursery, you're gonna want to go to the what's the next room? Hold on, y'all. After the nursery, you're going to want to go to the workshop. And the workshop is where you start building the things. So whatever the Lord told you to build. So in my case, with the resumes, I've been building something called the Scent House System, which is basically something for a person to walk through who is looking for a job. So this walks you through finding out if God actually called you to a 9-to-5 job, up until you actually interviewing and getting the job. It walks you step by step through different rooms, similar to what I'm doing right now. It walks you through different rooms until you get the job, right? And it actually walks you till after you get the job, as a matter of fact. So the workshop is where you build what you're building. And so regarding YouTube, the Lord also called me to YouTube in addition to the career stuff. And so on YouTube, I need to figure out, okay, what exactly am I going to be doing on YouTube? What am I going to be releasing on YouTube? And that's still forming for me, to be honest. After the workshop, you want to go to the bank and budget room. So the bank and budget room is pretty much what you walk through to figure out how you're going to make money. Because to be honest, money is something that we're going to need. The Lord called me from a 9-to-5 job, so I definitely need money. So this is something that I've been talking to God about, because I don't want to move on stuff just because it's lucrative. I don't want to move on something just because it's going to bring me some good money. I want to move on it because it is assigned to me, because this is what the Lord is calling me to. So this is where we talk about becoming a part of the YouTube Partner Program to maximize our income and to maximize YouTube pushing us out like that. And we don't want to just stop at that, though. We also want to think about merchandise, and we want to think about creating products. We want to think about maybe courses and things like that. So all of this is stuff that we need to keep an open mind about and go to God and ask him, okay, Lord, where are you leading me? And the Lord is probably going to give you stuff little by little. He's not going to throw a whole bunch of stuff at you at one time. He knows we can't handle that much stuff. So he's going to give you stuff little by little. As he gives you things, go ahead and work on them so that he can move you to the next step. Okay, so I think what have we done? We've done the word room and the prayer closet. We've done the nursery, the workshop, the banking budget room. And the last one that we want to focus on is what was the last one? I think that we went through the porch, and the porch is just where you share everything that you have built. So with my career stuff, if I just build the career stuff and I never tell people that I have it, well, then they're never going to be able to use it. So it's very important that you go out on the front porch and you share what the Lord has revealed to you. This includes YouTube. This includes whatever products he's built through you. All of that, you want to be able to go on the front porch and share. So we've gone through the prayer closet and the word room, the nursery, the workshop, the banking budget room, and the porch. Those are our 5 different rooms that we've walked into today in order to help us to build up our YouTube channel. I think that if you follow these steps, I think that you're well on your way to creating content that's going to get those 4,000 watch hours, because you're going to be walking in alignment with what God told you to do. With that being said, I want y'all to go and pick up the Scent House system if you are looking for a job. What I want you to do first is get the freebie, because the freebie is going to give you the first part of the Scent House system where you'll be able to see, okay, is this really what God is calling me to? But with that being said, I love y'all so much. I will also have a little workbook down below to help you to get started on YouTube as well. Check that out too. It's basically going to go through all the questions we talked about today. I love y'all so much. I hope this helped out. I know that the lighting is dark, but I had to get it out.